Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Noel here from Blackwater Salmon Fishery. In today's video we're going to be talking with Glenda. She's going to be sharing some of her early fishing memories with us. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to make sure you're notified whenever we upload a new video. Hope you enjoy this video, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Until then, tight loops.
Sitting on a rock and watch heron fly. Feeling the water out away. It has been such a beautiful day. Beautiful.
My first memory of fishing was on the River Inler in Cumber, County Down, Northern Ireland. My Uncle Michael had just passed away and he left me his fishing rods. My father, he didn't really know how to fish, but he knew enough to teach us how to tie on a hook and to put the worms on. So he took us fishing and it was great fun. I loved fishing with my dad, and I also then went on to meet some other friends on the river, great friends, Keith Neely and Darren Hare. They were two of my best friends that went fishing together for many years. The first fish I remember catching, oh, it was such a special fish, I'll never forget it. I was probably about 10 years old. I'd been to the River Inler early in the morning before school, and I came home from school and I caught a fish so big that when I put it on a saucer, its tail hung over one end of the saucer and its head hung over the other end of the saucer, and I took it up to my mum and dad's bedroom and they were both still asleep, and I said, "Look Mum, look Dad, look how big the fish that I caught." The fish wasn't very big at all, of course, but to me that was probably my most special fish. The person who influenced me the most when I was really young was an old man actually who came from the West Winds, and his name was Gunnar. And Gunnar used to help us as kids. He used to give us the correct flies and try and explain why we would use those flies on that particular day. Of course, we didn't really get this very much because he used to open his fly box and look in, and I'd be thinking, how on earth did he know which fly to choose for that day? But he used to select one or two and give them away to us as kids, and he was probably a great influence for us, and eventually we caught some fish with his flies. My most memorable fish? That's a difficult question, but I do remember a very memorable fish when I was probably around 14 years old, and I was fishing on a place called Carrickmannon Lake. And this lake was near Colinchie. And it used to freak us out a lot, this lake, because there was a ghost story about this lake that used to drift across the surface. So anytime when it got dark, we were a little bit scared about this. But anyway, Keith and I were out in the boat, and I was fishing with an ace of spades, and I caught a trout, and the trout was huge. It was about 4 pounds probably. We killed it in those days, we brought it home as our trophy. And I can remember that fish stayed in the freezer for about 10 years. We never ate the fish. But I do remember every time somebody would come and visit, my dad would make me go out to the freezer, get the fish and show it to our friends and our neighbours and our family. So yeah, that was one of the very special fish. My most favourite place to fish? I can't really tell you where that is. I've been so lucky that I've travelled around the world fishing for the last number of years. And I've been in such places like Iceland and Greenland and Norway and Patagonia. I suppose our home river on the Blackwater is my favourite river. It's the one that I know best, and it's brilliant to be going down the island stream. But I must say that because I've travelled a bit and I've been in such remote places, that I don't think I have a really favourite place. I think everywhere is just beautiful in its own right, and each place is just so different from everywhere else that I just love to repeat going back to the same places and also to find new ones.